a nail strap!
I will not falter! For peace and justice!
Do not stand in my way!
Our victory was a team effort. For peace and
Do not
justice!
stand in my way!
Shatter! Face the wrath of a nail strap!
I will not
Do
falter!
not stand in my way!
For peace and justice!
Shatter! Face the wrath
I will
of a
not
nail
falter!
Stand in my way! This is our victory.
Wow! You have so many monsters under your control!
What's with all this smoke?
A strong cage filled with mind-controlled monsters. And to think all of this is supported by the strength of the Soul Jam. I can see why the historical texts all describe the Golden Cheese Kingdom as extremely powerful. This is impressive.
Impressive. This is the very glory of the Golden Cheese Kingdom.
What should we do with our prisoners? Smoked Cheese Cookie, as the superintendent of this area, what do you think?
To be quite frank with you, I have been pondering the idea of capturing even more monsters, and use this force to our benefit. If need be, we may even let these monsters loose at the border of our kingdom to combat any intruders. Like this group of outsiders, for example.
Is that so? I doubt we'll need to go to such lengths, but I would be your divine queen if I couldn't understand your worries and anxieties. Very well. Let us expand the cage. Will this satisfy you?
My queen, I must also mention that due to the size of the cage, we could only maintain a small number of monsters of lower error rate. Now that the capacity of the cages has grown, however, we have the luxury of capturing every single one of them and replacing them with finer specimens later, if needed.
Another hasty decision? What has made you come to such a conclusion?
To be frank, Your Majesty, seeing a cage so huge, I simply feel impatient to fill it up.
So you are pleased, I see. Well, do as you desire. Perhaps I should have done this for you much sooner.
It is an honor that you entrust this task to me, Your Radiance. I will do my absolute best as the superintendent of the cages. It is my duty to ensure a radiant future for our glorious kingdom.
So are we all done here? Is it time for us to convince you yet?
Surely not. In such an expansive kingdom, there must be tons of stuff to fix. More errors await. Where to next? I'd love for it to be somewhere culturally significant.
Is that so? Are you so eager to explore and admire this glorious kingdom of mine? Huh. Let me see. There's still the High Priest Cheesenbird's House of Prayer, and find Burnt Cheese Cookie's great gates? Ah, yes. Let us make our way to the House of Prayer, via the avenue beloved by the kingdom's denizens.
Your Majesty, would you go ahead without us? I'd like to discuss a few potential additions to our systems with Smoked Cheese Cookie before we move on.
Is there anything to discuss? Oh, very well. Let's hear it.
Are you saying you don't want me to have a look at those cages?
Smoked Cheese Cookie, pick your battles. You know Mozzarella Cookie's nature. I don't know what tricks you have up your sleeve, Mozzarella Cookie, but I expect you both to behave and join us with haste.
Of course, Your Radiance. We'll reunite in a minute.
Light, protect me!
Moonlight, lend me your power!
I will not falter!
Do not stand in my way!
I will not falter!
Do not stand in my
Light,
way!
protect me!
Moonlight, lend me your power! Shine!
All that has changed is the size. The actual cages are exactly the same. I see no need for you to examine further. So what are your actual intentions?
Oh my cheese! I actually wanted to see the cage, you know, to calculate how many monsters could fit into it. And, Smoked Cheese Cookie, I wanted to check whether your ambitions had grown, just like this cage of yours.
To think you have such suspicions about me. Are you sure the height of your new office hasn't gone to your head?
How amusing. I guess you could see it that way. How could I remain the same after hearing Golden Cheese Cookie's decision? The only one who remains unchanged is her. If we just lock ourselves up inside this place and refuse to act, the Golden Cheese Kingdom will end up collapsing in the most dull way ever. And our ambitious and divine ruler completely refuses to recognize this fact.
I could not agree more. She refuses to listen when we inform her of such dangers. I admit, I was unaware the situation troubled you, Mozzarella Cookie. You showed no signs.
I knew that voicing my thoughts would never change anything, you see. But I realized something when those cookies arrived with such shocking news. If this kingdom ever has to change, it must be now.
Then, what do you think we need to do to help make that happen?
We must work from beyond the kingdom. As for how we'll do this, I have no clue. Just keep this in mind for now. The fact that I brought this up with just the two of us here means that I currently find you, Smoked Cheese Cookie, much more interesting than our ever-radiant queen.
Oh, I see. Of course. You became a denizen of this kingdom purely for fun's sake, so I can't say I'm surprised. Well then, if you promise to keep these thoughts from Golden Cheese Cookie, I'll show you something very interesting.
Wow. Then I'll look forward to it.
Prepare a victory banquet!
On one hand, I feel ready. And yet, a part of me is still unsure. Oh well. A sliver of doubt is needed to change the course of history. Marzipan Cookie. Start logging the monsters that enter the cage, including their type, initial sighting location, and error category. Submit the reports directly to me. We will also need surveillance on Gingerbrave and his friends, as well as Smoked Cheese Cookie and Golden Cheese Cookie.
Understood, Mozzarella Cookie.
You must also gather the other marzipan cookies. I will inform you of a new contingency protocol for an emergency situation. The targets of this mission are Smoked Cheese Cookie and Golden Cheese Cookie.
Light, protect me!
Moonlight, lend me your power!
Shadow.
I will not falter!
Do not stand in my way!
I will not falter!
Moonlight, lend me your power!
Do not stand in my way!
Streets are sparkling! It's almost too dazzling!
How interesting. Some of the locals don't really look like cookies, and they're not cheesebirds either.
That is because I constructed this kingdom so that everyone could transform and present in the way they prefer. So my loyal subjects can express their individuality, even if they are different from that of regular cookies and cheesebirds. Oh, the praise that rained upon me on the day announced that I would grant them this gift.
Aha! So then your giant boar wasn't your actual dough.
Ahem. This transformation is supposed to represent the magnitude of my splendor.
Crime reported. Crime reported. The suspect, Crow. Suspect captured.
My crow would never... Wait. So pretty that I couldn't just admire it from afar. What's that supposed to mean? Did I train you to behave like this? I'm so ashamed of you.
Sure. I was wondering where my golden anklet had gone, but I see it's right here.
Please, accept my deepest apology. I should have trained my crows better.
Chirp, chirp. What a fascinatingly greedy little fellow. But like they say, the greedier the bird, the wider it'll spread its wings. I shall give you this golden anklet as a present. Now use that greed for something good. Chirp, chirp.
Oh. Thank you for... understanding?
High Priest Cheesenberg, your generosity shouldn't leave you at a loss. I would graciously gift you a new golden anklet. Which one would be to your liking?
Oh my! To think we're witnessing the historic gold creation firsthand. Somebody pinch me. I mean, am I dreaming?
Oh, my cheese. I couldn't refuse such a generous offer. Then I will choose another round anklet. Thanks to you, I have received a new anklet in exchange for an old one. If you care to visit the House of Prayer later, I shall give you a warm welcome. Chirp, chirp.
Settlement complete. Case closed.
One of Black Raisin Cookie's crows just stole that golden anklet, and yet that high priest reacts by gifting the anklet and praising the crow?
Good jelly. I thought he was about to